the next information that we should follow up is just a terms in headers because we have to build first the correct structure of the document. Okay, so as you can see, the header one is missing. So we need a header one. So let's say our header one should be close to our keyword. Best running shoes for women in 2022. Mm, let's make it for a H1. So we have a header. Of course, we can add here Adidas because we are on Adidas page. Sorry, my fault. So we have the best Adidas running shoes for women in 2022. Um, I believe this is fine. We already have a header. Header one, you can of course change like good training shoes, best training shoes for women, and so on and so on. As you can see here, the Adidas doesn't really match according to this what we have seen in the terms. But this is where we are, and I believe this is a good starting point. And then you can start writing the article. So we already understand that the article should be about 2000 words long. It should be quite easy to read. And just let's start it. So we have already H1. We have part of the H2s. Here are the H2s. Of course, not all of them we have yet. We will extend the article because we still have to write 2000 words. And the most important element is the terms in articles. So what to write. So what to write, and this what you have seen here in the right sidebar, it's more like, well, quantity. So it's like how many times and it should appear or it shouldn't appear. Yes. So this is like the um, quantitative information. And also we have a qualitative information. So qualitative information are the informations which are from the notes. So when we build the draft, in the notes, we already place a keywords which should be used in a specific paragraphs. As you can see here, we have notes with the keywords. And then, of course, this is a little bit more like qualitative information because it's not really it's very important, of course. It's very important to use the right keywords, but also it's even more important to use them in the right context and on the right specific paragraph on your page. So you can use these keywords and just write the paragraph manually, or you can generate paragraph using the artificial intelligence. We are using GPT-3, so you can just generate a paragraph using those keywords, and we will send the prompt to the GPT-3 to use the keywords as often as they can and to build something for you to start with. Yes, of course, you can just generate again and again and again. It's very easy to start with. It's really easy to generate a lot of different ideas to go with to start the paragraph about the best, um, most popular running shoes in 2022. Or you can just say like most popular in general. Yes. Okay. You can do this for each paragraph. Say like, okay, what are the best? Yes, of course. You can try this one as well. Black running shoes, cheapest. So probably yeah, we have already the models and so on and so on. Of course, as every time with the artificial intelligence generated content or NLG, so it's like yeah, NLG. So always you have to very, very carefully check the generated content. First of all, if this is a logical structure in it, and if the information is a qualitative, because this is something that sometimes still the GDP3 is lacking. So, of course, this is the way how you enrich the content. You can start the paragraphs with artificial intelligence. You can write this on your own, as we said, and then I'll just use it. And then your content score is going up, 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 higher, higher, and higher. So you are just using these keywords and get more content, and the content quality is better as well. So let's go through this question, through these extended keywords. Like, let's say here we should have something like, let's say whenever you're running, so it's like multi-running shoes, or like for something for flat feet. Okay, we can see how they are using this. I don't know if we have here already the paragraph for flat feet. Probably not. So that's something that we can do. We can see best woman shoes for flat feet. Okay, so that's something that we can already use on the article structure level. So I can just place it somewhere here. I'll just make it H2. And then, of course, we can generate a little bit of content for this. I'm using this generated content only to just generate content faster, to be honest. Yes, I don't really do this for the quality proposals or something like that. I'm just like going through the content creation process as fast as I can to explain you how we are treating those keywords. You can see here we are already covering the keyword, and our content score will go higher and higher and higher. Then, if you already reach the point of content score where it's very difficult to go further, I mean, it will be something like 70, 80 points. What next? Then please use the checklist. So the checklist will give you exactly how we calculate the content score. So it will tell you like, okay, you still need to use keywords in the meta description. You need more keywords in H1 and H2 headers. You need much more keywords from the extended. So if you look on the extended, it's a lot more that you need to write. And of course, the length of the keywords, length of the article, it's still not enough. So it's our target to reach. So you will understand quite easy from this checklist what to do more to really with go over the competition and to have as high content score as is possible. Yes, so we were writing and writing the content. As you can see, our content score is already 93. The content it's longer. It's like a twice long as it should be. So it's really a lot of content here. And as you can see as well, here we have information that some of the keywords are overused. This means that, of course, the content is longer, but our competitors have a shorter content, and of course, the recommendations are not really about the density, are not really up to date because the content is already long. This means that we will treat those keywords still like okay, because your content is twice longer. So we say like, okay, we expect that you can use double the keywords that were in the recommendations. So this is quite important to understand like, okay, we still understand content is longer, the recommendation will turn red, but if you go to the checklist, you will see that the keyword stuffing risk is zero. So it's very low. And this keyword stuffing risk tells you exactly how Google can treat the content. So what is the difference between this semantic or NLP keywords and the rest of the text? What is the ratio? So we are still thinking here, we are fine, we are good. Okay, and if you finish in this place, I mean like if you are okay with this, it's fine. You can just say like, okay, mark as done, goes to the editorial process for publishing probably. And if you say like, okay, maybe I would do something with it, and let's say I would like to optimize here and there, you can just click on the one of the keywords, let's say highlight in terms. You can do the same with the, for example, running shoes. It will be very visible, yes. So you can just do the highlight. You see here is caution, here is running shoes. And this what is very important that we look for the forms. Yes, running shoe, running shoes, cache-in, cache-net, cache, and so on and so on. So we understand that the Google language model and our language model just follow up and don't really, we are not really fixed on the exact keywords. We understand that you as a editor, as a copywriter, and Google language models are flexible. So we are flexible to say what we would like to say. We don't have to use exact words. We are really flowing with the content. And what next you can do here? So for example, if there are some keywords which you don't like to use, it's very easy. So for example, Nike, yes, you should use Nike, maybe yes, maybe not. Here we are using Nike because we are comparing some words, but this what you can do, you just say like, okay, I wouldn't compare to my competitors, I would just exclude this from suggestions. And then buy. The keyword is gone and we don't really count it anymore, and we don't really use it in any kind of recommendations. If there is something like your competitor brand model, you can say, okay, I don't want to see it anymore. And you can just say like, this is a negative keyword, bang, it goes to the negative keywords group and it will be not visible in any of your future projects. So you can just go and select the keywords that are not really stick with your editorial process, with your content strategy, and they will be gone forever. They will be in the negative keyword section on the project level. And then you can have a lot of information here. Also like, okay, this is a branded keyword, this is a competitor name, this is something that I would like to rank for, and so on and so on. So all this information goes into the project, and some of them are used our into our reporting section. And later, of course, as already I show it to you, you can use yeah, you can see how the content was used. Yeah, so you can use this as some kind of guideline how to use a specific keyword and so on and so on. Okay, so let's say we are done. Yes, everything is finished. We are okay with these keywords. We are okay with the content. We just mark as done. Yes, we can notify the project owner. Yes, and then we can just save it. Anyway, it's saved, and that's all. That's all what we have to do. We can start with the new optimization. So I can just click here. This is our current optimization. Yeah, it's done. And we can start with the new one.